You know, here on Delmarva, we are surrounded by farms, and we absolutely love our farmers. From sun up to sundown, they're working hard so that you and I can eat. And today, well, for that matter, every day is the day to celebrate them, especially today. And with that thought in mind, I'd like to introduce you to a young man whose name is Andy Mason. Andy, thank you for talking to us this afternoon.
Thank you.
So Andy is the owner of Fawnwood Farm in Chestertown. Let me go ahead and start the whole thing off right here. Thank you for what you do. Now, you're a dairy farmer, right?
That's right. Yep.
Can you give me an idea of what it's like for a dairy farmer? Tell me about your day.
Well, on our farm, we milk 3 times a day. So we start our first milking at 3:30 in the morning, and then we're pretty much milking until 9 a.m. And then we start again at noon. So we spend a lot of time milking cows. We have employees that make it, they're our lifesavers to get the job done. But it is a 365 day a week job, 7 days a week. So there's no days off.
So you don't get weekends and holidays?
Not at all.
Not at all. Tell us more about your farm. How many employees do you have? How many cows do you have?
We're milking about 600 cows, and we employ about 8 full-time employees. So yeah, there's plenty to do every day. There's no days where we're twiddling our thumbs looking for something to do. There's always something that can be done.
So I understand this is a 3rd-generation farm.
That's right. Yep.
Have you seen things change a lot over the years?
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest thing, not only the size, we're milking more cows now than we used to when I was growing up, or even when my grandfather was doing it. But just, the precision of everything, it seems like everything's so precise nowadays with technology. We have a nutritionist for the dairy cows that formulates a diet specifically for each cow. We have scales and technology to weigh the feed, and everything's just so precise as opposed to what it used to be.
Is it safe to assume that you worked for your granddad?
Actually, no. My grandfather passed away before I was born, but I grew up with my father working for him. So,
any favorite memories from that?
Yeah, I have good memories, I guess. For me, it was never really a choice. I always wanted to do this job, so it must have been. I must have had good memories, or else I wouldn't be doing it, I guess.
Well, there's a good point right there. Excellent point. Okay, so it's harvest season. Why is this an important season for dairy farmers?
It is the culmination of the year's worth of work. In the spring, we planted the crops, and for us specifically, for dairy farmers, everything we grow is used as feed. So without that feed, we'd be in trouble for winter, all winter long. We wouldn't have anything for cows to eat. So that's the biggest thing.
You are a large contributor to Maryland's economy. You as a dairy farmer, it's important to buy local, isn't it?
Yeah, I think well, with this COVID of the last, in the spring, this was a big, hopefully people realize that local food is a big deal with the supply chain issues that we're seeing. Local food was still being produced. It was just having trouble getting to where it was supposed to be. And local food is key to be able to have, people to access to that, to have food.
Okay, so the hardest question I've had for you all afternoon, Andy, here we go. What is, do you think, the number one thing that surprises most people about dairy farming?
I think people don't realize the technology that's included. Like I was saying, we measure everything as best we can, from, how much milk each cow makes every day to the amount of nutrients, manure we put out on the fields. Everything's measured to very precise levels so that, there is no waste. I believe farmers, want to take care of the environment as best as anyone. So, and at the same time, our bottom line is impacted by being, over applying nutrients. So, I just think people don't realize quite the job we do to protect the environment. and do things to the best management practice.
There's a lot of hard work involved, and it's not just physical, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's changed from the way it used to be. There's a lot less manual labor involved. I mean, there is still quite a bit, but it is more automated than it used to be, for sure.
Dairy farmer Andy Mason with Fawnwood Farm, Chestertown. Thank you again for everything that you do for us.
Yeah, I thank you.